Flow is not a new concept to me. I actually first read this book when I was about 20 years old, but despite really liking the idea, something just never quite clicked. With the clarity of hindsight, I can see how obsessed I was by controlling everything around me. Be it perfect conditions, perfect skin, or physical fitness, everything needed to be right for me to perform at my very best. I can see now how this obsession was often the main reason I failed. I put too much pressure on myself to actually perform. When Carol was pregnant, I remember feeling so worried about the future. It was hard enough to perform at my best when I had all the time just for me, so how would I ever make it work as a father? I wanted to be a good dad and give my kids all the love and attention they deserved, but I worried I couldn't help being selfish. I was exhausted, sleep deprived, and to make matters worse, I had the worst injury I'd ever had. As the road back looked so very long, little by little, I gave up on my old life and my climbing dreams and became the dad I'd always hoped I'd be.
Arthur, where are you? There you are.
Letting go of climbing feels like the beginning of a new life for me. Slowly, the sun returned and we found a balance with the kids. They were happy at the crag, and step after step, we discovered a new flow and fresh motivation to be back in hard climbing projects. Far from our old selfish lives of professional climbers, the first few hard routes I climbed after becoming a father came as a real surprise. I was underprepared with no expectations, and suddenly, I was on top. Falling used to feel scary, not necessarily for the danger, but for the feel of failure. By removing the illusion of control, and thus any of my expectations, I freed myself just to try things without any pressure. Over the last 4 years of fatherhood, I've climbed some of my hardest routes and boulders. Maybe I'll climb even harder still. Maybe not. But what's really important is, thanks to my kids, I taught myself to really love climbing again and to finally feel the flow.